This is Montez Jones, and welcome to the Virtual Leadership Newsletter. Change. There are a lot of people who do not like it, but remember when we used to use these or these? Believe it or not, most leaders I have spoken with do not like change, but they get comfortable doing something and bam, we have to change it. But change helps to keep companies and people alive and relevant. Leaders who embrace change have a dynamic team with a stronger and healthier culture, whereas organizations that aren't open to change tend to be stagnant and vulnerable to failure. In other words, if you're not willing to change, you're not ready to lead. You should consistently be asking yourself how to improve and be willing to test the waters when needed. When leaders frame change in the right way and take action to support that change, team members are way more likely to embrace it. And guess what? The need for change exists everywhere, no matter how successful the company or organization, and yours is no different. As a leader, you should consistently be asking yourself how to improve and be willing to test the waters when needed. Once you identify the need for change, reflect with your team about how to address that change. How does your team feel about the change? How can you support them? Do they have any questions? Make sure you're asking these questions. Next, you must understand that people will be naturally resistant to change. And even if everyone appears to be on the same page at first, it's going to be your job to usher people past the disruption and create a new status quo. Effective leaders are able to communicate change in a way that takes into account their team's perspective, including their emotional well-being. In times of change, make a point to check in with emotions and concerns whenever possible. We know that organizations must change in order to thrive in an always changing market. In order to help your team and yourself stomach change in a manageable way, break down each step of that change into small steps. Do your best to map out any major hurdles and plan solutions for dealing with them. The more that you map out your path, the easier the road will be. Contact me if you need or if your company needs help with change. We all struggle with it. And as always, remember, envision greatness.